Have you ever witnessed a courtroom so tense that you could almost feel the air crackle with electricity? That's exactly what happened when Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett took the floor with a message so powerful it left even the toughest critics silent. Sitting in the room was Judge Brett Kavanaugh, a man known for his reserved and cautious demeanor. But no one expected what would happen next. As the session began, Crockett leaned into the microphone and delivered words that weren't just about politics, they were about humanity. Her voice carried emotion, strength, and undeniable truth. Every word seemed to pierce through the usual noise of partisan debates. The audience shifted in their seats, sensing that this wasn't just another speech, it was something deeper, something unforgettable. And then the unthinkable happened. Judge Kavanaugh himself, who rarely reacts publicly, leaned forward, nodded, and affirmed her message. For a brief moment, the room felt united. Then, applause erupted, an applause that would echo far beyond those courtroom walls. So what exactly did Crockett say that captured the attention of an entire courtroom, including a sitting Supreme Court justice? She spoke about basic human dignity, something that often gets lost in heated political battles. She reminded everyone that behind every case, every law, and every decision, there are real people whose lives are affected. She said, "When we forget the human side of justice, we lose the very soul of democracy." Those words struck like lightning. They weren't just poetic, they were undeniably true. In a world where so much of politics is reduced to arguments, statistics, and party lines, Crockett's words cut through the noise. Her message wasn't just about left or right. It was about human compassion, fairness, and respect. She reminded the court, the lawmakers, and even the American public watching that real leadership comes not from power or prestige, but from empathy and humanity. Now here's where things got truly shocking. Judge Brett Kavanaugh, someone often portrayed as guarded, analytical, and measured, did something no one anticipated. He openly affirmed Jasmine Crockett's statement that in front of everyone. He leaned into his microphone and said, "Congresswoman Crockett is absolutely right. Justice without humanity is not justice at all." The courtroom froze. Cameras captured the moment, and you could see the astonishment on people's faces. This wasn't just agreement, it was a rare public acknowledgement from a justice known for keeping his emotions and personal beliefs behind closed doors. This simple affirmation became the highlight of the entire session. It was proof that even in the most divided times, truth has the power to break down walls. For a fleeting moment, ideology didn't matter. What mattered was the shared recognition that humanity must always be at the center of justice. And then it happened, the moment that will be replayed in clips and headlines for years to come. Someone began to clap, then another, and within seconds, the entire room broke into thunderous applause. Imagine it, a courtroom, normally reserved and serious, filled with the sound of clapping, cheers, and even a few standing ovations. It wasn't just about supporting Crockett's words, it was about celebrating the fact that for once, two voices from very different perspectives found common ground. That applause wasn't just for Jasmine Crockett. It wasn't just for Judge Kavanaugh. It was for the idea that humanity can still unite us, even in the most divided of times. People in the gallery smiled, some even wiped tears from their eyes. Journalists scrambled to capture every detail, knowing they had just witnessed history in the making. So, why does this moment matter so much? Because it's a reminder of what's possible when we put humanity above politics. For so long, people have felt like leaders talk at them instead of for them. But in that courtroom, Crockett's words and Kavanaugh's affirmation showed that leaders can rise above the noise. It showed that when we focus on empathy and fairness, walls can crumble, and bridges can be built. This wasn't just a political moment, it was a human one. And maybe, just maybe, it's a glimpse of the kind of leadership we desperately need today. As the applause slowly faded, one thing became crystal clear: people are hungry for compassion, honesty, and unity. And when a message of humanity is affirmed, even by those we least expect, it proves that the fight for dignity and respect is never in vain. So, the next time you wonder if words really matter, remember Jasmine Crockett's message. Remember Judge Kavanaugh's affirmation. And remember the applause that shook a courtroom and reminded us all of the power of humanity.